new laser network could make space-to-Earth contact 1,000 times faster. And this is a TerraNet 1 optical ground station at University of Washington. A new laser-powered project being launched in the state of Western Australia, not Washington, Western Australia, could revolutionize global communications. 2 optical ground stations in a strategically placed network have successfully received laser signals from a German satellite, researchers say, paving the way to increase the capacity of space-to-Earth communications by a staggering 1,000 times. The TerraNet initiative is led by astrophotonics scientist Sasha Sheddewi from University of Western Australia, WA, and funded by the Australian Space Agency's Moon to Mars demonstrator mission. The overall aim of the project is to contribute towards Australia's vision for the next generation of space exploration, Sheddewi told Science Alert. And since the launch of Sputnik in 1957, Sputnik 1, satellites have communicated via radio waves. Their low-frequency signal limits their capacity to transmit data, and after nearly 70 years of development, the radio wave communications are becoming unable to keep up with the enormous demand for data transfer. Sheddewi said it's been pushed to the absolute extreme, but it's already now reaching a bottleneck. With thousands of satellites orbiting Earth, there's a huge volume of data being collected that needs to be sent back down. High-frequency laser communications could present a solution. And he said, by switching to infrared laser beams for communication, we get a factor of 100 or 1,000 times greater bandwidth. Among this many potential applications, researchers hope its powerful satellite communication system will help people feel more connected to space exploration than ever before. We can have multiple camera angles and 4K video footage of the next people landing on the moon, Sheddewi said. That's a really exciting aspect of the technology, I think. Traditional radio communications tend to have a wide broadcast area, which can cause overlap and interference between radio signals. The short wavelength signals being used by TerraNet will be more focused. And Sheddewi said, with optical signals, instead of your beam being maybe 100 kilometers at 62 miles across, it can be 100 meters or 328 feet across, so you're really targeting an individual user on the ground. With such distinct advantages on offer, it could seem surprising that optical communications have not been more widely adopted, but these laser-powered systems have a drawback. Unlike their radio wave counterparts, targeted short wavelength signals are prone to interference. Lasers are easily interrupted by clouds, making them an unreliable option for satellite communications. The team has a surprisingly simple solution. The system will have ground stations at several locations in West Australia connected to the same network, so hopefully at least one station will always have a clear connection with the satellite. If it's cloudy in Perth, the satellite can download its data up at Migenu, 300 kilometers at 186 miles north. Sheddewi said, if the Perth and Migenu stations are both blocked by clouds, the TerraNet program has a final ace up its sleeve, an additional ground station receiver mounted in the back of a Jeep that can be driven out to whatever coordinates are necessary to achieve the best signal. If this initial 3-station network is successful, the team is already looking to collaborate with other organizations on the east coast of Australia and in New Zealand to set up an Australasian optical ground station network, and that's only the beginning. WA is geographically ideally located to be part of a global communications infrastructure with an oversight of a large part of the Indian Ocean and a reach into Southeast Asia and the polar region, he said. And once established, a global optical communications network will enable continuous ultra-fast satellite data downloads. This could transform situations requiring the rapid sharing of large amounts of data, such as a disaster response. It might only be 3 ground stations right now, but it will potentially herald a new space age of communication. Shadiwi said this demonstration is the critical first step. And this is on Science Alert by Owen Cumming. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.